Let's get started for today. First of all, I'm going to entice you all with some upcoming webinars or upcoming subjects that we have. Next month, we are going to go into a really, I love this topic, understanding skin types and skin conditions. So whilst we have covered this back when we were in college or TAFE or when we were first training, it's something that is really good to go back over and really define and determine what a skin type is, what a skin condition is, and the different types there are, because there is a lot. The following month, we're going to go into preparing with modalities for advanced treatments. And then we're also, the month after that, going to go into the benefits of mineral makeup in your skincare. So really, really interesting topics. I was going to say topics coming up for you guys to listen in on. To join in with our webinars, you do need to register for them. So you get the link. If you can't join us at the specific time, at least if you register, the video recording will get sent to you automatically. Alternatively, we do have a back catalogue of everything that we've done on our Tuesdays at 10, and those are available on the PBS YouTube channel and also on our PBF's website down in the education drop down too. Okay, so getting to today's subject. So today's subject is seasonal skincare. So we're going to go through some strategies to really keep our skin and our client's skin radiant through all seasons. So as each new season emerges, which is quite well timed actually, considering we're 4 days into autumn. You may start to notice that your skin can start to look and feel a little different as well. Cold winter air can make our skin feel dull and look dull, while the humidity that normally accompanies summer can cause our skin to look clammy. So think of this in terms of, say, fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are seasonally appropriate, and so is our skincare. So when we tune into the natural rhythms of nature and how our body responds to these shifts, we should also be adjusting our skincare routine accordingly. Ask yourself, how does my skin feel? And what is my skin craving? Listen closely, and your skin will communicate exactly what it needs. We need to feed our skin appropriately. The changing of a season is my personal reminder to take inventory of my skincare routine and its nutrition. So, we're going to explore this today around the challenges that our skin may see during each seasonal change. We're going to look at key ingredients that we could incorporate into our skincare diet on a daily basis. And this is not just for us personally, for our clients as well. And we're also going to look at professional treatments that we can lean on during those certain seasons. Here are some brief overviews. These are what I kind of focus on with seasonal changes, but we will deep dive into each season. In autumn, I'm looking at rebalancing my skin during this kind of seasonal shift for more mineral-rich treatments. It's going to help to replenish the nutrients that have been lost during those summer months and really prepare my skin for the cooler months ahead. I also focus on repair, so repairing the sun damage from that summer with treatments that are going to promote skin renewal and healing. When winter comes around, I like to focus on hydration and frequently hydrating my skin with richer, more nourishing products. I also like to seal in moisture. So I follow up my moisturizers normally with a really nourishing balm or a ceramide base or a lipid based moisturizer to really protect the skin from dryness and those harsh winter conditions. I also tend to shift to a more gentle cleansing regime and a gentle exfoliating regime rather than a really harsh, aggressive one. Springtime, I focus a lot more on detoxifying, regular manual acid enzymatic exfoliation, and help to remove that dead skin buildup to reveal basically like a flower coming out in spring to reveal nice, gorgeous, glowing skin. I start swapping over to lighter moisturizers and always sun protection. Should be all year round. And then summertime, I lighten up again. So I tend to really pull back on those nourishing, heavier, more lipid-based moisturizers to more lighter, maybe oil-free, gel-based moisturizers as well. So let's get into autumn because we've just come into autumn. Also, those of you on here, what is your favorite month? Mine has to be summer. So I'm a little bit sad that we've finished up there. But autumn skincare really involves adjusting our skincare routine to address specific challenges that our skin is going to face as that weather transitions from warm to and humid to those cooler and drier conditions. So things or challenges that our skin and our clients' skins are going to face during this transition and during autumn are things like dryness and dullness. So we see a drop in humidity and cooler temperatures, and this can lead to an increase in water loss in the skin, causing dryness and flakiness and tightness in the skin. We see an increase in dullness and meh in the skin. And this is due to a reduced blood flow due to those cooler temperatures, and it can result in a more pale, dull complexion. We see an increase in sensitivity and redness with wind exposure, temperature changes. These can exacerbate skin sensitivities, leading to that redness and irritation. We can also see an increase in breakouts, particularly on the body. So transitioning from that warmer clothing or transitioning to, sorry, to that warmer clothing can increase sweating and friction and potentially increase body breakouts. We also see a weakened skin barrier, and this is the combination of dry air, indoor heating, the hotter showers that start to weaken that skin barrier, making it a lot more susceptible to irritation and dehydration. And we also see a huge resurgence of rosacea during autumn and winter, actually. The cooler weather can trigger rosacea flare-ups, causing that redness and those visible blood vessels on the face. So really in autumn, we're focusing on hydration. We're focusing on more nourishing hydrators, thicker hydrators, more lipid-based moisturizers. We want to focus more on gentle cleansing, on gentler exfoliants. So maybe we're opting more for an enzymatic as opposed to an acid, or maybe we're opting for a physical, but maybe a rice powder-based physical or a spherical, a jojoba physical as well. So opting for those gentler sort of ones because we don't want to compromise that barrier, but we still want to increase that cell turnover. And sun protection as well. So I realized that our UVB rays, so the rays that cause the burn, aren't so much there during autumn and winter. However, the UVA rays are still very prominent, and those are the ones that are going to cause that oh, lost my train of thought of my words. That early onset of aging, and no one wants that. So SPF should be used all year round. It is not just a summer spring thing. It is a autumn and winter thing too. And lip care is something as well that I like to focus on in autumn because of that wind. We tend to see a lot more chapped lips. So in autumn, in our skincare and what we want to feed our skin on a daily basis, we want to help maintain that hydration. We want to help to protect and reinforce the skin barrier and address those seasonal changes. So looking at ingredients like hyaluronic acid, get it all in there. It is known for that powerful hydrating properties. It's going to help to retain moisture. It's going to keep our skin plump and hydrated as that air becomes drier. We want to incorporate ceramides into our skin diet. These are going to help restore and maintain the skin barrier. It's going to reinforce that skin barrier barrier. It's going to prevent against lipid loss, against moisture loss, and really protect the skin against environmental stresses. Getting some vitamin C in there, your antioxidants, it's going to brighten the skin, which will help combat that dullness and that meh that we start to see as that autumn weather comes in. But it is also going to help to protect and start redoing some of that free radical damage as well. Niacinamide, helping to improve that skin elasticity, again, enhancing, strengthening, and reinforcing that skin barrier so it can face those harsher winter climates. It's also going to help to even out skin tone and diminish dullness. Retinol, love a bit of retinol, particularly in those cooler months. This is going to help to promote that cellular turnover, which in turn is going to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It's going to even out skin tone. It's going to address summer sun damage as well. And peptides. Now, this isn't a finite list, and I will say that across the board for all seasons. I could be here for hours on end telling you all the ingredients you need to feed your skin, but we do need to work at some point as well. So these are just some to start thinking about to incorporate into your client's skincare diet. So peptides, essential for promoting collagen. They can also help with firmness, help reduce irritation and redness in the skin, help to calm the skin as well. Looking in the treatment room, so what professionally can we do to assist our clients during the autumn months? The first one here is your ultrasonic cleansing brushes. Now, this is both a retail and a professional option here. If you are still using brush cleansers, if your client is still using a brush cleanser, you need to transition them onto an ultrasonic silicone-based brush cleanser, not the old school fibrous ones. Those things. These are going to not only deeply cleanse the skin and much more effectively than just our hands can, but it's going to help to gently improve or remove impurities, sorry, and enhance then the effectiveness of any skincare that we pop on afterwards. LED is brilliant for autumn. It's going to reduce inflammation in the skin. So we see a lot of inflammation. LED is going to be your best friend during autumn and winter. It's also going to help with collagen production and help with overall skin tone and resilience. It's going to get that skin functioning at optimal levels and again, helping to reinforce that skin barrier function. Microcurrent treatments are brilliant to get in during autumn time. They're going to work on the mitochondria, stimulating that ATP, helping with that lifted, more toned appearance in the skin. Hydrating facials, really focusing on replenishing moisture, soothing the skin so it really makes them ideal for that autumn skin. Microneedling to stimulate collagen production and again, strengthen up that skin, making it more resilient. And dermaplaning as well, just gently removing that excess dead skin on the surface, and it will help with a more radiant, less dull looking skin. So going into winter, it's getting even colder, it's getting drier. There is a lot more indoor heating, and a lot more hot showers. I know I am very guilty of turning up the heat during winter, not only in with the heater, but also the hot shower. Love a hot shower. But these can strip the skin of its natural moisture and its natural oils, which then leads us into a really vicious cycle of trying to replace it. So if we've already done the work in autumn, it won't be as hard to continue on that work in winter. So challenges that we're going to find during winter are dry skin. So that low humidity, that cool air, it strips the skin of its natural moisture, leading to that dryness and that flakiness and that really tight feeling. We see a lot more dehydration coming in. And again, that harsh winter elements can really deplete the skin's natural moisture, leading to dehydration and that dull appearance. We see windburn. An exposure to cold winds can cause that windburn, and that leads to excessive redness, irritation, and that burning dry sensation. I hate it. We see an increase in chapped lips. We see dry, cracked, chapped lips due to that exposure to the cold winds and the dry indoor air. We see rosacea flare-ups. That colder weather, again, will cause a flare-up of rosacea. We see eczema flare-ups as well. So that redness, that itchiness, that inflammation as well. Ingredients that we really would love to incorporate into a winter skincare, things like hyaluronic acid, that powerful humectant. It's going to draw moisture into the skin, keeping it plump and hydrated. Ceramides, getting all the ceramides into your skincare, feed your skin. These are lipids that are going to help to repair and maintain the skin's natural barrier. It's going to prevent moisture loss. It's going to prevent transepidermal moisture loss. It's going to protect the skin against environmental irritants. We want to get our niacinamide in there to soothe redness, to strengthen that skin barrier and improve that overall texture. So it's a really ideal ingredient for sensitive winter skin. We want to get glycerin in there. This is another brilliant humectant that attracts water to the skin's surface. So it's going to provide a really soothing and moisturizing effect. Squalane. Now, this is a really lightweight plant-derived oil that mimics the skin's natural sebum. It locks down that hydration and locks in that hydration, enhances softness of the skin without feeling heavy or oily. Getting ingredients like panthenol, so your provitamin vitamin B5, this is going to really calm and deeply moisturize the skin. It's also going to promote healing and improve moisture retention. The last, went a little bit too fast there. The last two there, we've got our linoleic acid. Now, this is our omega-6 fatty acid, and it's going to replenish moisture without making the skin oily, and it also supports ceramide production for that really healthier skin barrier. We can find linoleic acid in ingredients such as sunflower oil, safflower oil, and grapeseed oil. And then last of all, our lauric acid. Now, this is a medium chain fatty acid. This is going to help to reduce inflammation and it's going to soothe the skin. It's going to deeply hydrate and improve that skin elasticity, whilst also, again, maintaining that skin barrier. Everything is about maintaining and reinforcing that skin barrier and just feeding that skin and nourishing it deeply. We'll find lauric acid in things like coconut oil or babassu butter. Ingredients to really dive into during winter to support that winter skin, things like LED. It's going to help with skin repair and protection. Get your facial steamers back out. These are going to help to provide deep hydration, open the pores, which means better penetration for those ingredients that we're feeding onto our skin. Laser resurfacing. So we know winter is the time for all of our photosensitizing treatments, so things like your higher end peels, your IPL, your laser resurfacing. So your laser resurfacing can help to remove sun damaged layers, stimulate collagen, and then help to improve that texture and hydration. I will just say you don't want to be doing things like laser, chemical, and IPL if you've got a compromised skin barrier. If you haven't done the work prior to winter and you've got dryness, dehydration, windburn, then we're not going to do these. Would focus more on LEDs and hydrating facials and some microneedling. Sorry to go off there. Chemical peels, they are going to help to, again, exfoliate skin, remove dead skin cells, and also promote growth. You've got your IPL in there. This is going to target redness, discoloration. So really ideal for those rosacea-based clients or anyone that's suffering from any sort of telangiectasia or sun damage from the summertime. Microneedling in there to help improve that skin resilience and that hydration, and hydrating facials, particularly incorporating those ingredients that we've talked about before to feed and nourish and reinforce that skin. Spring comes out. So we've gone through the coldness and the darkness of winter, and we're now in spring. This spring springtime routine involves adjusting that skincare routine to really face those weather condition changes. So temperatures are going to start to rise. Humidity is going to start to increase. The cooler weather is going away. We need to start looking at incorporating lighter moisturizers, starting to incorporate a bit more regular exfoliation, and of course, that daily SPF as well. Challenges that we tend to see during springtime is the first, that transition from the dry to the humid conditions is a big one felt across the board. Now, as you shift from that cold, dry winter air to the warmer, more humid spring air, we can see the skin react, sometimes leading to excessive dryness and sometimes leading to excessive oiliness, depending on the skin. We can see an increase in oil production. So as those temperatures rise, we often see an increase in oil, which can lead to more clogged pores and breakouts. We see an increase in allergies and irritation. So spring allergens like pollen can start causing irritation and redness, especially with those that are a little bit more on that sensitive or reactive side. And then sun exposure. With the longer days ahead, there's more time spent outdoors and your skin is exposed to UV rays more. So it's going to increase that sun damage. And we do see a lot more of the UVB rays coming out now too. So ingredients, I've got a whole deck of ingredients for spring. Hyaluronic acid is going to be in absolutely everyone. Everyone needs hyaluronic acid in their diet. Everyone needs to drink water. Hyaluronic acid, kind of think of it, one's internal, one's external. Yeah, that made sense, didn't it? So as the weather warms up, we want to provide our skin with that. We want to feed our skin with antioxidants, so vitamin C and vitamin E. Vitamin C is going to brighten skin, reduce dark spots, and protect against environmental damage. Vitamin E is going to pair really well and kind of supercharge the effects of vitamin C as well, and also help in moisture retention. Green tea. It's brilliant. We know this ingredient for its anti-inflammatory and its antioxidant benefits. It's going to soothe the skin and help to reduce redness. Niacinamide, again, getting that vitamin B3, it's going to help to regulate oil production. It's going to reduce redness and help with skin tone. Getting some glycolic and lactic acid back in there. So glycolic, we know, is a mild exfoliant. It's going to help to remove that dead skin buildup, particularly over the winter time, to help to reveal a fresher skin. And lactic acid as well, we know it's going to smooth the skin. It's going to help to hydrate the skin also. We definitely want to have SPF in. I know I haven't banged on it about autumn and winter, but it should be in there. It 100% has to be in here during spring, giving us that broad spectrum protection during the day, particularly as those days start to extend out. And aloe vera, getting aloe vera into our skincare diet, feeding our skin aloe vera is going to soothe and calm the skin. So it's going to make it really ideal for those sensitive and irritated skins. Treatments that I tend to lean in towards during spring are, again, those ultrasonic cleansing brushes, because they are really going to deeply clean, remove impurities, but not overly strip the skin. Incorporating exfoliating tools into our professional treatments to help to improve that skin texture and promote cellular turnover. Chemical peels as well. So whilst I would just be watching you want a chemical peel in there, but also watch the sun and know your client as well. If they're a sun bunny and as soon as the sun comes out, then I wouldn't be doing this. But this would be the point where I'd kind of be finishing off the tail end of my peel plan at the beginnings of spring because it's going to help with that cellular turnover, or even opting for maybe a more enzymatic based peel rather than an acid based peel. IPL again is going to help to reduce redness and discoloration and sunspots, getting that skin nice and resilient. It also stimulates collagen, so it's just going to really um, stimulate plumpness and fullness in the skin. Microneedling to produce collagen and elastin and improve that skin texture, and oxygenating treatments. These are incredible for revitalizing your skin. They are going to infuse or naturally create oxygen within the skin. It's going to infuse nutrients in the skin for that really healthy, radiant glow. It's brilliant to also aid in the removal of, say, winter accumulated toxins, impurities, and really deeply hydrate that skin. And then last of all, my favorite month, summer. So as summer comes along, we are now adapting that skincare fully into really lightweight, non-comedogenic products. We want to use regular exfoliation, daily SPF, just to ensure that we have that gorgeous glowing skin all year long or all summer long. I tend to go for more of those gel-based or oil-free moisturizers during this time, taking out the ceramides and taking out those more nourishing, heavier omega-3 nourishing ingredients and going a little bit lighter. Now, challenges that we see throughout summer, we see a lot more sun exposure and sunburn. Prolonged time in the sun is going to cause sunburn leading to redness, inflammation, and long-term damage to the skin. We see an increase in oiliness due to that hot, humid weather. It can trigger excess sebum production, making our skin oilier and more prone to breakouts. We see an increase in dehydration. So despite the humidity, the heat can actually dehydrate our skin, causing it to become dull and flaky. We see a lot of heat rash, so sweat trapped in the skin. It can lead to heat rashes, causing irritation and discomfort, and pigmentation as well. So again, that increase in sun exposure can exacerbate dark spots and uneven skin tone. So what ingredients are we going to get in there? Things like zinc oxide. This is a mineral-based SPF. It's going to block your UVA and your UVB, but it's also going to feed the skin as well. You've got things like your vitamin C and your vitamin E, both protecting against UV damage. They are antioxidants. They are going to go around and help to neutralize any sort of free radical damage that we see. Glycolic acid, so a mild exfoliant to again gently remove dead skin. Hyaluronic acid, we said we see a lot of dehydration during summer. Hyaluronic acid is going to help to combat that and keep that skin plump and hydrated. Salicylic acid during summer. So this is your beta hydroxy acid, and getting this in is going to help with congestion and breakouts because it's going to penetrate deep into the pore and help to exfoliate and reduce redness and therefore help to minimize breakouts. Niacinamide to help reduce or help to regulate oil production. It also reduces redness and improves skin tone. Azelaic acid, one of my favorite ingredients. I love incorporating azelaic acid in here because it's going to help to unclog pores, particularly for someone who's got congested skin or breakout prone skin. Azelaic acid is going to unclog pores. It's going to reduce acne causing bacteria, even out skin tone, and also help to diminish hyperpigmentation. It's also anti-inflammatory. So it's ideal for a sensitive skin too. Aloe vera helping to soothe the skin, keeping it nice and calm. Bee products, so honey, really known for their anti-inflammatory and their antibacterial and healing properties. They can really soothe and repair irritated or blemish-prone skin during the summer, and growth factors. So these are proteins that are going to help to repair and rejuvenate the skin and really promote a healthy, youthful appearance. So treatments that I lean on heavily in summer are things like hydrating facials, oxygenating facials, 100% get that oxygen in there, promotes a really healthy, radiant, glowing skin. It's going to increase circulation, which means everything's going to be functioning properly. Nutrients are going to be taken around to the skin, and any skincare product that you pop on is going to be more readily taken on. LED should be used all year round because it's such a versatile tool to have in our professional treatments. We can target acne, we can reduce irritation, it can promote collagen production, and it doesn't induce any sort of light sensitivity, so we can use it all year round. Hydrodermabrasion, so a gentler alternative to your microdermabrasion. It uses water or solutions to gently exfoliate and infuse into the skin, and microcurrent as well to really help to promote lifted and a more toned appearance on the face. So to wrap all this up, because I know that was a lot that I've just thrown at you, remember that as the seasons change, so do the needs of our skin and our client's skin. And adapting your skincare routine to align with those seasonal shifts is crucial for maintaining optimal skin health. In winter, the cold, dry air can strip our skin of moisture, leading to dryness and flakiness. So, incorporating richer, more hydrating products to focus on that barrier repair can really help protect our skin from those harsh elements. On the other hand, as spring arrives, that increase in humidity and temperature can lead to oilier skin and potentially more breakouts. So, switching to lighter gel-based moisturizers and incorporating antioxidants can help keep your skin balanced and radiant. So, by adjusting your skincare regime to meet specific changes of each season, you can ensure that your skin is going to remain healthy and glowing all year round. And this proactive approach is not going to only address those immediate concerns, but it's also going to help to prevent long-term damage, keeping our skin more resilient and youthful. So embrace the changes in your environment and let your skincare routine evolve with the seasons for best results. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I really, really appreciate it.